Jimin was sitting at the corner table of the cafe, waiting for his teacher. He was nervous, but trying to keep himself calm. Many things are running in his head until his eyes landed on his teacher, who came with a little huff. Did he run all the way here from his home? Is what Jimin thought. But the elder gave him a light smile, making Jimin greet him with a smile. Yoongi, sorry for the wait, the older sat opposite to him after apologizing for coming late. Minnie, it's alright, sir, I just reached too. White smile. Yoongi, let's order first. Jimin nodded. Excuse me. A waitress came. I'll have a cup of cappuccino and milk bun on side. What about you? Asked Jimin. Minnie, one hot chocolate, please. Showing his finger. Yoongi, okay. One hot chocolate and a pastry on side. Thank you. Small smile. Minnie, why pastry, sir? Curious. Yoongi, because I like pastries. Blurt out. Minnie, how do you know that? Confused and suspicious. Yoongi, I just guessed it. Leave it. What do you want to talk about? Minnie, well, sir, can you promise me you will tell the truth? Yoongi, why are you this nervous and why would I lie, Jimin? Trying not to get suspicious. Minnie, you are the one who saved me that day, isn't it? Look straight in his eyes. Yoongi, you mean 4 days ago? Well, Mr. O and I did get you to hospital in time. But it wasn't much, kid. Minnie, you are the mafia who saved me 4 months ago. Please do not lie. I know it's you. Yoongi, yes, it's, it's me. But, Minnie, thank you. Since Jimin asked him the question, he was looking down at his lap, but hearing the shaky tune, his head looked up and saw Jimin standing up and giving him 90-degree bow. Minnie, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Because of you, I was able to see my family once again. Yoongi made him stand straight and hug the younger. I thought I would die there and never meet my brothers, hear their voice, see them. But thanks to you, because of you, I'm alive. The older looked at Jimin's face, which was full of tears. His heart clenched, making his eyes numb. Sugar, it's all right. You're safe. Everything is fine. He made the younger sit on his seat and placed the glass of water in front of him, asking to drink it, which he gladly did and thanked him. Sugar, well, about my secret, Minnie, I will not tell anyone, I promise, said immediately, cutting Sugar off. "Hmm, can I ask you something? Sugar, what is it? Minnie, if you don't want to, then don't answer it. I'm just curious. Please do not get angry. In one breath. Sugar, alright. First the question, kid. Minnie, well, why? Looked around. Why did you become a mafia? Whispered. Sugar, what do you think? Whispered back. Minnie, I don't know. Seeing the younger's confused and innocent face, he wasn't able to stop himself from letting out a small chuckle, which made the younger have a small pout on his small face, making him look more adorable, giving Suga a reason to flat out his gummy smile on full display. Jimin was amazed at how his serious, strict teacher was being this much fun and loving. Minnie, sir, Sugar. Alright, I'm sorry. It's just that you didn't change at all. Minnie, what do you mean by that? Confused. Sugar, I know you are confused and also curious. I will answer your question. But first, you have to promise me you will not cut me off in between when I will tell you, okay? Said softly, looking at him, getting a hesitated nod from the younger. Sugar, let me start with the story. With a calm tone. In this world, there are good people and bad people. But it's not true because everyone has something good and something bad in them, and we are the one who judge if that person is bad or good based on their behavior with us. I will tell you a story about a family who were good for many and bad for few. 18 years ago. The weather is beautiful with sun shining bright in the sky. Still, the cold wind of winter morning is teasing the skin. It would be perfect time for a cup of morning coffee in hand while strolling around on the soft velvet grass which are covered in sweet dew. But just as coin have two faces, so does life. One shining in glory, other hidden in shadow. Life doesn't discriminate in age, gender, color, height, wealth, but we do, just to present ourselves as superior. But it's true that everything falls back to its right place. It's the only hope one can hold and work for. The surrounding is noisy, but the hands are working. No, not the workers, but some little soft hands which holds bruises, cuts, pain. Hey you, can't you walk fast? It's already late and you are still washing clothes. Let me remind you, you'll still have to clean the floor. Otherwise, no breakfast. Understand? The tune. Without any delay, every little children nodded, knowing that even whispering will lead the path of punishment and pain by the madam and sir of the orphanage. The weather is cold, but not as cold as the place they are in. Some children are taking out wood, trimming the overgrown branches from bushes. Some are gathering the dry leaves which are scattered everywhere, and some are washing the clothes while wearing the old tattered cloths which is soaking wet, making them shiver with every second, fighting the cold. Yawn. I I'm tired. I can't do it more. Yun, come to me, Hoba. Stay close. You will not feel cold. Give me those clothes. I will wash it. Or just act as if you are washing them. Or they will punish us, said, rubbing Hobie's back, trying to warm him. Hobie, Yun, I am hungry. They didn't give us food yesterday. Are you not hungry? With Pulse threatening to fall. Yun, no, no, don't cry, Hoba. I will finish this soon. Then I will get you food, okay? And don't worry, your Yun is strong. I'm not hungry. Hobby, but you also didn't eat dinner. Yun, shh, no talking now. Let me finish it. The noise of chatters and whispers fill the hall. Cracked walls, broken floor, worn out windows with spider webs and tapes to stop the wind from entering. But still, the hall was cold. All the little sanda bowls were ringing, which had some rice, cooked to mush with kimchi, and land soup, which barely had any veggies or protein. But still, all the kids were having that without any word, knowing they might not get any meal for a day or two. The hunger which once made them cry is now nothing but a habit for which they can't complain. All they are doing is enduring it because it's the only way. With those little portions, they sat on the cold broken floor with their tired body, knowing they need energy to survive the day. The plates were cleaned. Madam, get up. Enough with your laziness. Get back to your assigned work. As the words hit their small ears, they got on their feet, leaving the hall. Butler, Madam, Sir is asking for you. Madam, all right. The sun was setting. Cold breezes are gliding. Small yellow lights are glowing enough to nourish the path. A delicious smell was knocking on the nostrils. It's usually rare, but still a comfort fills the body on not sleeping empty stomach. All kids are either sitting or resting on the old mattress after a whole day of cleaning, dusting, washing, and are in their spare room, simplifying as a hall. The peace was broken by a painful scream. The feet hurried to the source, and there a girl, maybe 15, was on floor, holding tears in her eyes, with hand on her cheeks, which were red, while the sir of the orphanage, standing in front of her with a small smirk and bitter face, holding a walking stick in one hand, and the madam behind him having an evil smile on her face. "Sir, I hope you know what you have to do now, Jane. Go and get ready. Your new home is waiting for you," said, pulling Jane up by her arm and caressing her cheek with a disgusting smirk. "And also, don't worry, we will pay you a visit too. You will leave us in the morning, so why don't you spend some time with us? Let's go out for dinner." "Madam." "Oh, great. Let's get you ready, Jean. We should enjoy the time having fun." A happy smile. While the madam took Jean with her, the curious eyes of the young kids were still looking at the despairing figure of them. The sir was still standing there with a calm and cold face on, until a small voice got his attention. "Amy." "Mister, why is Jane sad?" Innocent eyes. "Sir." "Hello there, little Amy. How are you?" Went to the level of that 4-year-old boy. "Well, Jane was sad because she's going to her home." Hobby. "Where is she going, mister?" Curious. "Sir, she will go away from here. Her new family is waiting for her, and she will live with them from tomorrow." A little smile on his face. "Amy, when will we get adopted, mister?" A small pout. "Sir, soon, little one," kissed his cheek. Hobby. "Mister, can we meet Jane?" asked, holding Youngie's hand. "Sir, why not, Hobby? Why don't you meet her now? She must be in madam's room." Stand up and pointed towards the hallway with his stick. A bright smile spread on their face as they thanked the sir and ran to madam's room, with few kids also joining behind. Knowing they can't enter inside the madam's room without permission, with hesitation, Yoongi knocked on the door, and in a minute it was opened by the madam herself, standing with a smile on her face. "Madam, do you need something, kids?" Yoongi. "Uh, we want to meet Jane." Madam. "Oh, you want to meet Jane? Sure, why not? She's ready. You can talk to her. Till then, I'll go and ask the cook if your food is ready or not." Deceiving smile. It was surely weird to see the strict madam smile and let them go without any scolding and yelling, but they let it aside because it's just how she behaves sometimes, and today was one of that miracle day. She walked up to her way while the little ones stepped inside the room. There sat Jean with a beautiful red dress on, looking like a rose. Her hair was open with a side braid and a bracelet on her hand as the sign. "Hobby, Jane Nuna, you look pretty, really pretty," said as he ran to her asking for a hug. "Amy, Nuna, give me a hug too." With a small smile, Jane picked up both Hobby and Amy, who clung on her, melting her heart as her eyes filled with tears. Hobby. "No, no, don't cry. You should smile. See, just like me." Showing his full teeth smile. Yoongi. "What happened, Nuna? You should be happy, but you're sad and crying. Mister and Madam are so nice. They care for you and are taking you out to spend some time. You should enjoy with them. Right? What you were saying right, Nuna? Smile. You look beautiful when you smile." Hearing them, she got up and kneeled down to match their height and looked at them with broken eyes. Jean holds Yoongi's small hand in hers and looked at him. "Yoongi, you are right. I should be happy. And I am happy, but I am also sad that now I have to leave you all. But I have to go, right? Everyone nodded with sadness. But hear me, kids. What we sometimes see with our eyes are not true. That's why we should not trust anyone easily. The place where we are now is not normal. Madam, door open. Jane, we should go now. Smiling. Knowing she can't say anything now, she just looked at the kids with pain and patted their head as her feet was forced out. Madam. Alright kids, go to your room. Food will be ready in 10 minutes after dinner. Go to bed. Don't stay up late. They left wondering at the word of their Nuna, but as they weren't able to understand it, they let it slide. But not everyone. The words were stuck in Jungi's head, repeating again and again. He was confused at that, and sure was curious. He needed answer. The dinner hall was filled with laughter and joyful voices, as the food made them forget about all the pain and tiredness which they had. In a really long time they had a full meal. Today became a festival for them. The happy stomach was filled with his love. Everyone were on the mattress, ready to call it a day. Some were already dozing off. But a pair of eyes were still open, staring at the ceiling. He was tired, but he was feeling uneasy after the words he got from Jane. She was not only a beautiful, nice girl, but a caring, loving Nuna to them. Though Yoongi didn't share much loving moments with her, but the care and the knowledge she gave him made a special spot in his heart. He just wanted to see her happy finally. She was the one who looked after them the most. Sometimes sneaked candies for them, saved them from many punishments, taught them to read and write. The time they spent with her are unforgettable. Since the time they just saw these orphanage people around them. After the death of their parents, they are here since they were 2 years old. Time passed, which made a lot of beautiful, joyful, hurting, scary, funny memories. The eyelids were heavy, asking for some rest, which was soon granted as the 6 years old Suga fell into his slumber. The night was cold. Everyone was sleeping close with the comfort. The cold breeze was screaming. The half moon was in the sky, guiding the hopeful wanderers through the night. Small creatures were hibernating in their small comfort. Leaves are all dried, falling all the way down or following the wind, traveling distance. In between all these, two headlights were ripping through the fog, making its way to the entry gate, where two small feet were on a pair of eyes, rubbing out the sleepiness. His sleep was disturbed. The confused boy looked out of the window as the wheels stopped in front of the gate, while two pair of feet got out the car and started walking inside. But the car door was still open, and in a few minutes a figure stepped down. As soon as she stand on the ground, she landed with a thud. The little boy got scared and panicked, seeing the bruises, messy hair, and weak body of her, which was visible due to the front door light. Madam. Hey you, what in the world are you doing there? Get up and go to your room. The madam had a disgusted expression on her face while she stared at the poor girl, who just nodded, and with a lot of struggle she limped to her room. She was quiet, but her appearance was screaming for help. Struggle. The beautiful dress which she wore now was ripped from places. Her face showed no emotion, but still had dried stain of tears. She soon disappeared inside. With little careful steps, Yoongi got close to the door, trying to open it, but just as always the door is locked from outside. The key must be with the butler, who came to wake them up at 5 p.m. He looked around to see the time on the clock, which hung on the right wall, with its hour and on 3 and minutes and on 55. We still have to wait for another hour to get out of here. His little feet got back to his bed, where he saw Hobby being a starfish on the bed. Knowing him, he just slid him and lie down beside him, while staring at the ceiling. He is worried for Jane. He don't know what happened to her, but he wanted to make sure she is okay. Hug her and say, "It's alright, everything is okay," just like her whenever they cry or get hurt. She always hugged them, comforted them, and made them smile again. The door was finally opened, but as always, everyone were forced to do the chores after the morning routine. Suga somehow managed to slip from the eye of butler and was sneaking towards Jane's room. He was in front of it, going to knock until a hand stopped him. "Madam, what are you doing, young man?" Youngie. "Oh, I I was missing Jane, so wanted to see her." "Madam, no need. She must be getting ready for her departure. You can meet her when she is leaving for final goodbye. Now, go back. A lot of work is still pending. You need to complete it for breakfast, isn't it?" Suga nodded. "Goodbye." His plan failed and smile faded. Looking at him, Harvey got curious and worried and made his way towards him while holding the broom and started pretending to clean while trying to get Yungu's attention. Hobby whispers, "Young, young," little louder. Yungi, "Huh? Yeah, what happened, Oba?" Hobby, "What happened to you? You are sad, but why?" Yun, Jane. Hobby, "Are you sad because Jane is going away?" I'm also sad that she's not going to stay with us anymore. But I'm also happy because she will have a new family. Yun, "Yeah, it's true. But I'm worried, Uva." Hobby, "Why?" Yun looked around and saw the madam keeping watch on everyone. "Nothing." Hobby, "Tell me, what are you hiding?" Yun, "Hoba, you go clean there. Madam is watching us. If you don't want punishment, then go. I will clean all this, okay?" And with a pout on his face, Hobby went at the direction. The time came when it was time for the final goodbye. The car had arrived, waiting for Jane, who came there with small steps in pain. If someone else, he would have guessed that she's sad, that's why she is crying. But the truth was seen by Yoongi few hours ago. The kids surrounded her, hugging and bidding final goodbye one by one. Yoongi was last, with his head down. He stand in front of her with a smile. Jin made him look at her. She assumed Yoongi was sad because she was leaving, so she hugged him. "Jane, it's alright, Yoongi. I would sometimes try to visit you," patted his head while hugging him. Yoongi whispered, "Luna, why you were hurt?" This sentence from Yoongi surprised and confused Jane. "I saw you getting off the car. You were hurt, and also your dress was ripped." Jane, "Forget it, Yoongi. Whatever you saw, forget it. It's nothing, okay?" Whispered while hugging him even close. "See, I'm alright, and I will be. Don't worry. You you need to grow into a strong man, okay? So that you can protect everyone close to you. And remember me too, okay?" Yoongi nodded. "And thank you for being a really good boy. Take care of everyone and yourself." She let him go and stand up, walking to the madam and sir who were looking at her with a smirk and bowed to them, while they hugged her one by one. "Madam," whispered, "Oh, Jane, my dear, You're really sweet. For them, you decided to sacrifice yourself. So sweet. Sir, whispered, I assume you must have enjoyed yesterday. Since I invited all our trustees and the investors, I'm the only one who didn't get any time. Don't worry, I'll visit tomorrow today. Since you are joining from today, my dear Jane whispered. You better stand on your words, sir. If they even have a scratch on their body from now on, I will not hesitate to drag you down. Sir, oh Jane, believe me, you are our lottery. And how can I forget that because of you, we are getting a huge profit. Now, you should go. Don't worry about the kids. We will handle them. Her step inside that car was the step of sacrifice, which she is doing so that the smile of those innocent kids will not vanish. Jean, in mine, I wish to see you always happy. I hope you have better future ahead. She waved to everyone with a huge smile which hid many pains. The car left with all the kids crying behind, hugging each other. Madam, all right, kids, it's time for breakfast. Follow me. They all went behind her in fear while the server left behind with a smirk on his face. Sir, oh sure, we will take care of them. A week went by. All the kids got new pairs of clothes and new haircut, making them look more adorable, even though they had to do the work. But they are now getting food 3 times a day, while many people visited the orphanage thinking they are here for adoption. The kids showed their bubbly side to them, but it was surely not good for them, not knowing the people are not the parents or the guardian, but someone else who can turn their world upside down. The dinner was served with so many dishes. Everyone were happy while the couple stand with a huge grin on their face, knowing their plan was working. Madam, my dear, are the trucks ready? Sir, don't worry. Everything is going as planned. The night fell. Everyone were fast asleep on their bed in deep slumber, while some rustle was going on around them. Sir, get every kid inside the truck. We don't have much time. Hurry up. Every kid were picked up and are placed inside the container, but all of them are still asleep due to the food, which had sleeping mats in them. The container left the couple behind. Madam, let Jean, who was she to put conditions? See, now we have done for which she sacrificed herself, sir. But for sure, because of her, we got extra money, and now we can live as luxury as we want. Such a peaceful life we got, thanks to her and these kids. The voice stuck in his throat as the sharpness touched his back. Madam, what happened, dear? Turn round. The voice was cold and threatening. Shiver ran through their spine. Their feet was jammed and hesitant to turn round, but in the nick of time the person shouted, showing the dominance, making them face her instantly. Where are all the kids?